Welcome Aquarius. This is your May 4th to May 10th reading. And I did timestamp this reading because I do want to include some astrological influence in this reading. So the major influential transit for you this week is going to be the first quarter moon in Leo. And this is really going to spotlight relationship dynamics for you. And it's really calling you to be more warm, to be more present, and be more passionate in your closest connections. And it even allows you the opportunity to reassess any imbalances that may exist. And I want to start by seeing just how you're feeling about love and relationships at this time. So we have the Eight of Swords here and the King of Wands. Okay, so with the Eight of Swords, I feel like you may be feeling a little bit, you could be feeling dominated in your relationships. You may be feeling like things aren't necessarily fair a lot of the times, like there needs to be more equilibrium and balance. So you could be one, even this may also be an abusive relationship. I'll just say that as well. But there's definitely a power struggle here, or some power dynamics that you're contending with in your relationships this week. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be relationships with just any parties that are close to you or around you. So working environment, your home, siblings, parents, things like that, friends even. We also have the King of Wands here. So with all that, I feel like you're wanting more fair treatment. You're wanting a more fair outcome and things to balance themselves out. I feel like you are feeling unconditional love and compassion for a partner or for the other party, whatever this situation is. And it may call on you because you are loyal to this and you are committed to whatever this is. However you're applying this, you are being very loyal and committed to it. But I sense that you do desire a change. You do desire a little more balance and fairness there. We also have the Nine of Pentacles here. So there may be a financial security component tied to this, where you feel like you may not be able to say what you really want to say, or you may not be able to have the balance that you desire, because there is maybe financial support or security or protection in some way that you're receiving. So it is a little unbalanced from your perspective, at least. What else? So we have Three of Swords here as well. Yeah, so this is causing you some grief, some heartache, some pain, some strife, some stress, anxiety, worry, fear. Okay, what else? We have the Five of Wands here. Yeah, and it's just leading to conflict and challenges and issues that need to be addressed and resolved here. Okay, so we have a lot of things coming to light here, and that again, it is that perfect opportunity to speak up, to stand up for yourself. And of course, you do have to do that in a safe environment and in the safest way possible, and in the way that you feel most comfortable. So let's see. So we have you connecting to the whole and seeking solace and receiving comfort and guidance there. We also have you creating the life that you desire, and you can do that through visualization. You can do that through your meditations, and also with your mood and the energy that you're creating and you're allowing yourself to exist in. So in spite of these challenges that are being presented to you, you are still creating your reality. Remember, you are still co-creating with the universe, and you can still choose a better attitude. You can choose a higher frequency. You can choose a higher vibration simply by just choosing the mood that you take on, the energy that you connect with during these times. So we have you feeling the call to release things. So we definitely see that you wanting better, you knowing you deserve better, you deserve a more balanced relationship. You deserve an environment where you're able to be free and to be heard and to be seen, and to not feel like you don't belong, or feel like you're wrong, or feel like you have to succumb to anyone else's will or wishes. Okay. So I also want to see current challenges here. So we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So yeah, there's definitely, you may be like prohibited, or you may be cut off from certain things as it relates to finances and money. So that you may be being controlled in some way as it relates to that. But this is surfacing as a challenge for you, like working through and talking about the finances and dealing with the finances. So we also have the Six of Cups here as well. So there may even be either friends or family or a romantic partner that you've known from the past. So they could come from the past, or they could be just in your environment that are communicating to you and giving you advice and giving you wisdom and giving you information and trying to help and support you. So this is like soul family, or like I said, it could be a romantic partner that sort of comes back into the picture. And there's also this aspect of the inner child as well. So you may want to connect with your inner child and see what your inner child needs, because they may be being ignored. So they may need to be protected. They may need to be assured. They may need to feel safe. They may need to have fun. They may need to explore and enjoy themselves. So in whatever way that you do to connect with your inner child and to check in and see how things are going, you're being invited to do that. Because that is something that could prohibit you. Just some belief systems, some patterns, some behaviors from the past that you never really were able to resolve or to address. They may surface and come up again as something that needs to be dealt with here. So we have the Princess of Pentacles. So you may also take on a new project, or you may have opportunity for new love, and you may be feeling not the best about it. So you may have to evaluate where you are and how you're really feeling, because this is coming up as a challenge. So that's telling me that, you know, you may be feeling a little apprehensive about this opportunity. And it's up to you to go within and determine why. Why are you feeling that way? Wonderful. I mean, the moon is right here. So this is about really connecting within and allowing your intuition to help you uncover what else is there. So there's more to see. There's more to know. And you connecting within is going to help you to understand what else there is to know, what more information can help you. And we also have the Ace of Wands here. Okay. So you may just not be feeling up to it, just from a physical perspective. You may be like, oh, I just want to relax and vegetate this week. I don't really want to do too much. I don't really want to do like all this arguing, this conflict. Like, yeah, you may be in a state where your body just needs rest and relaxation, and that's okay. That is perfectly okay. You have to do what is best for you, but you can have and still take advantage of the opportunity to express yourself and stand up for yourself in the best way that you know how, and in the way that you feel most comfortable in the environment that you're in. So anything else? Let's see. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here as well. All right. So this is you really working on things, and you may feel like even unsure about if that's what you really want to do here, since that's coming up as a challenge. So you may not want to put in that extra effort and work right now because you're just feeling physically tired and you just want to rest and relax and enjoy the week as much as possible. So you may decide to kind of put off some of those conversations that you feel need to be had here. And that's okay. You do things when you're ready, when you feel up to it, when you're strong enough to do it. That's when you do things. But I do see that coming up as a challenge here. So let's get one more. So we have the Six of Wands. Okay. Yeah, so just know that if you do put things off or you don't address them, you don't feel up to it, then the problem's still going to exist, okay? So it's just going to come back in a different way or at another time, at a later date. So just know that. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. If you choose like, yeah, I'm not dealing with it right now, that's okay. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. But just know that it may prohibit you from achieving and accomplishing some things and moving forward and progressing forward in your path until you do address those things. So it's like just a loop that's going to keep playing and keep happening until you do address it. But again, if you're not feeling up to it physically, then you have to do it when you're ready. Okay, so we did get these oracles. So I want to get these oracles. What do we have? So we have a gestation period. Yeah, so some of you are definitely going to be like, yeah, not this week. I'm just relaxing. I'm replenishing. I'm filling up my cup. I'm taking care of me this week. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I feel like it's important because we have 63 here and just 9, that's 9 to me, 6 plus 3. So that's telling me like you're like trying to just close out old cycles and you're trying to just get yourself in a place where you feel like, okay, now we have some new stuff, and this is not new, but this is like from your perspective of like, okay, I'm addressing it now, or I'm going to address it in a different way. I'm going to use a new approach to address it. So it's like you starting a new chapter of like, okay, we're going to tackle this now. We're going to address this now. So that new chapter is opening up for you, and you may be taking a little bit of time to prepare yourself for that. And in that process, trust that you have the answers within you. Okay? And you may also have a contract with other parties or individuals that are involved here for you to have these experiences to work through them. That you can see things from a different perspective, so that you can see how you're acting, what energy you're putting out there, how it feels to be in a certain situation. You can view it from your perspective, you can view it from the other party's perspective, and that may be all what you designed for yourself out of this experience. So if you can think of it in terms of, you know, what lesson am I to be learning from this? And you take that lesson as quickly as you can and move on. But that may help you to process things by understanding like, okay, I designed this lesson for myself because I wanted to learn this, or I wanted to show myself what it's like to be this way and to be on the receiving end of this type of behavior. Okay? So let's look at your wants, desires. Okay. Alright, so we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like you want to bring clarity, you want to be honest, you want to speak up, you want to tell the truth. So you definitely want this. It's just for some of you, like you're not quite ready for it, but you definitely want it. And you are seeing more clearly every day as time goes on. You're seeing more and more and more. Okay. We also have the 8 of Cups here. And yeah, you want to walk towards what's fulfilling you. You want to let go of anyone or anything that's not helpful to you, that's not providing value, that's keeping you in a state where you feel like you can't progress it and you're not moving forward. You want to let go of that. I see you wanting to walk towards things that are more fulfilling, people that are more fulfilling. And we have also the 8 of Wands here as well. So I also feel like you do want to deepen your connection with spirituality, and it could also be with your partner or with other individuals that you love, your soul family. But I do see you definitely want to sort of deepen connection, so you don't want them to be in chaos. You don't want them to be in ruin. You want to salvage those relationships. And even if you decide like, okay, this isn't for me, I feel like you still want to have a positive relationship, and you still want to be able to co-parent or work together and be in an environment and still have like that balance and, you know, be cordial to each other is what I was trying to say. Yes. Okay. So that 8 of Wands as well. What else? Yeah. Oh, this is also like quick action, quick movement. So you definitely want to hear that communication coming towards you. Like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we do need to work through this. We do need to adjust and change things. So I feel like you definitely want to hear that. And you want to hear that sooner than later is what I'm hearing as well. Okay. And let's look at some potential outcomes for you. So we have the 6 of Pentacles here. I feel like clarity is the biggest thing that you're desiring and wanting, and also you may receive a blessing. So it could be a gift, it could be some sort of opportunity that comes out of this. And even if it's just like an adjustment of the approach, or you and your partner, or you and whoever, you know, this is applying to, deciding like, okay, yeah, we do need to be better connected. We do need to have a better relationship. We do need to strengthen our bond, or we do need to, you know, coexist in this working environment and, you know, be cordial to each other. So whatever this is, you and the other party, I do see that you are wanting to make amends. You're wanting to work together and collaborate. And it could result in you receiving some sort of gift. So you have communication coming through. So it may be like a gift of flowers, or just something that you've been wanting and desiring. So that could be possible as well. And that's not going to apply to everyone, but I do see that as an option here. Okay. All right. And then we have the Hermit here as well. So there's also opportunity here for you to take a step back and to gain some introspection, to reflect on things, and to really ensure that you understand what's happening and you're seeing things from different perspectives and sides, and you're able to take the lessons from what is happening here and what's going on, and you're able to put that in your knowledge bank, and you can use that as you make decisions in the future. But definitely getting that moment to replenish yourself, to allow yourself the time to think through things and to reflect on things is what I'm seeing is coming here. And you may even, as you're collaborating, as you're working through things with a partner, you may even say like, okay, let me sleep on this, or let's reconvene later in the week, or, you know, let's talk next week, because I need to kind of process things and think through things and figure out how I want to move forward. Okay. So we also have the 4 of Wands here. Wonderful. So you are going to step into a new portal, a new chapter, and this is one where you can experience a lot of abundance and a lot of success here. So yeah, taking that moment first and foremost, being honest, speaking up, having conversations, and then allowing yourself the time to reflect and process what everyone's saying and everyone's needs, and then coming back to the table and coming together in union and agreement and stepping into a new chapter, a new portal where this is now how things will be, is what I see can happen here. That is wonderful. So let's see. So we have this being a time for reflection. It's coming out again. So definitely, maybe it's really going to be good for you to like take a beat. After you have discussions, take a beat. Say, let me think this through. You go think about this too. So let's, think about this, and then let's come back to it tomorrow, or, like we said, next week. So don't lose your faith in this situation. Wonderful. So that is a strong message to not give up, to keep working towards it, because we're talking about someone that you either like have to be around. So if it's like a colleague or someone at work or your boss or something like that, like you have to be around this person. So you have to kind of work through things and get along and get to a place where you can at least be cordial with each other. Or it could be a romantic partner. So that may be someone that you want to be with and you want to work through things with because you unconditionally love them. It could also be family members, children, parents, siblings, or even friends. So we're talking here about those that you truly do care about, and you taking the time to really work through the challenges that come up and coming up with a resolution that benefits all parties, not just one party. Okay? And this is just a reminder of how brave and strong and courageous you are and how powerful you are. So stand in your power. Call on that power and that confidence when you are ready to have these conversations. Okay, so let's close out with a couple final messages. So we have purpose. Don't forget your purpose. Don't forget why you're doing this and why you came here. Ultimately, that is what you're working towards, your true path, your life purpose and goals. And also in this situation, don't forget the purpose of it. So if this is, this is strongly themed related to love and relationships, but you can apply it to any relationships. But just remember the passion that you've had for each other. Remember why you were together, how you got together, and what's important to you. Because if you're remembering these things and it's still not there for you, you're not feeling it, then you have to address that and you have to be honest with yourself about that. But if it is there, then that's definitely motivation to work through things. Just that unconditional love for each other. And also, don't forget about the boundaries. Setting those healthy boundaries may be a part of the solution that you come up with. Okay, so just think about that and consider that. All right, so Aquarius, those are the messages I have for you. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share if you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.